of glory forever to come.
Look at a Lyman topic. I had thought he was banned from Twitter, and so did everybody else, but now I'm starting to wonder if he was actually banned or if he just deleted himself and pretended he was banned, because it's very hard to get banned from Twitter, as we discussed last week.
Right.
Unless it involves some kind of high-profile situation. So if you're harassing a celebrity, if you are a celebrity harassing someone else, something like that. Someone who's, when I say celebrity, I mean anyone who's known to the public. It was kind of like a public figure, like Martin Shkreli. He was I think banned from there for bothering some woman who'd done an article on him and making sexual comments about her. Or Milo Yiannopoulos, he was banned for he didn't even do it directly, but some people who followed him were harassing Leslie Jones about the Ghostbusters film and calling her racist names, and he got banned for it, which I didn't agree with. But they would do things like that so people would get the impression that Twitter is doing things about cyberbullying. But the truth is, for the average Joe on Twitter, if it doesn't involve a celebrity or a high-profile situation, you just don't get banned from there. So we were wondering how Lyman, who, he had his Trump-related meltdowns, but was that really enough to get banned from Twitter, given that we've seen much worse things happen on Twitter and those people don't get banned? So, surprise, surprise, Lyman popped up on Twitter again a few days ago on the same account, at Lyman Poker. And his account, I guess it's possible that the ban happened to end, or he appealed and won the appeal and came back. But I think it's more likely that he was never banned in the first place and just banned himself, much in the way it's suspected that he is not really retired or has sold his piece of Live at the Bike, but has just stepped back and is not broadcasting anymore. So he returned, let's see. I'm trying to scroll. He's sent so many tweets. I'm trying to scroll down to the first one. I can't believe how much he's tweeted in just a day and a half.
Well, he's had it bottled up.
Yeah, boy, he's tweeted. Oh, my God. I'm scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. It's never ending. I haven't been really following everything he's been writing. Wow, I cannot believe how long this is. Okay, finally, I'm getting past it here. So he made tweets on December 21st, 2016. The last tweet we see from him was he was retweeting something about Donald Trump, and he put pure unadulterated scum, referring to Trump. That was it. That's the last we see from him. Possible he made some other tweet that was deleted and then he got banned for that, but also possible he just killed his account at that point. So this had been about a month and a half since the election. He was still melting down about Trump every day. Maybe he just decided his only way to stop this was to ban himself from Twitter. So he disappeared after December 21st, claiming he was banned from Twitter. A little more than 2 months later, February 28th, he just shows up with, yo. Now keep in mind, February 28th is not an even number of days in any way from December 21st. That is, I believe, 69 days from December 21st. So you have 31, 31, and then 7. So I couldn't see him being banned for 69 days, unless they're trying to make a joke from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. 69, dude! Unless there's something like that. I don't see Twitter saying, okay, Lyman, you're banned for 69 days. So I really have to think that if he just popped back up on February 28th, it wasn't because his account was re-enabled 69 days later. I think he either appealed to be re-enabled, and they said okay, or he was enabled the whole time and was never banned, which I think is more likely. But
so I'm going to take the opposite on that. I think that probably what happened is he got banned, and he was just like, fuck it, I don't care anyway, fuck them, whatever. And then, all this stuff went down, and he went on vacation, and maybe he either, while he was on vacation, he had the time to look into getting unbanned, or when he got back, whatever. But especially since a lot of these outlets have been taken away, as you were mentioning last week, maybe he got a little antsy, and he said, you know what, I want my Twitter back. And he probably just finally got around to trying to ask to be reinstated. I just don't see him, faking
Well, you might be right because I just got called out. I love how quickly the word gets around, unless he's listening, in which case, hey, Lyman. Welcome to call in, 775-372-8355. But he just says, just got told Mongoloid at Todd Watellis says I wasn't banned from Twitter, and it was staged by me. $100,000 bet, scum? Okay, so, look, the problem with these type of bets, and I've seen them before, but he might be right, maybe he wasn't banned. The problem with these type of bets is that when the person challenging you to the bet is the only one who knows the truth, then you are afraid to bet with them, unless you have some knowledge of the situation. And the only way I could have such knowledge is if I worked for Twitter or knew someone who did. So
those are the other people that do know, though, right?
What, you're saying people who...
people that work for Twitter know, too. I mean, it's not just him. It's not just Lyman.
I know, it's not just him, but it would have to be, like, if he doesn't think I know someone who could give me that information or would give me the information, then he could put something up like that. And even if he really did not get banned, and I'm correct, he knows I wouldn't take that bet, believing that he wouldn't offer it unless he could win. So it's something like that, where the person who offers based upon something that you make a statement about someone, they say you're wrong, I'll bet you whatever you want on it, then you're afraid to take the bet because unless you know for sure they're wrong, you figure they wouldn't offer that unless they knew they could.
I mean, this is clearly like the old stack a donk line from the early 2000s poker, online poker, where you know that the fish is just never ever going to fold, so you just shove all in for like 10 times pot. Yeah, and you know that they're going to call, and I guarantee you that he knows what is right. You know what I mean? And I didn't know any of this before I was saying what I was saying. But. Yeah,
no, I don't think you saw that. He just made it like... In fact, I think while you were talking is while he wrote that. But anyway, Lyman, you can call in, 775-372-8355, 775-FRAUD55. He's going to make some excuse. I don't want to call into that crappy show. I'm not calling that.
My first instinct is to bet you that he won't call in, but I lose money every time I do this on this show.
Sure. But, okay, so I don't know if he's faking. It is possible what you're saying is true, that he just decided he was bored or had so much to say he couldn't bottle it in any longer and appealed it and got unbanned. But
I think, just knowing him, I think that when he got banned, he was just kind of like, fuck them, and had other stuff to do and just didn't feel like dealing with it, and he just now, for whatever reason, got around to trying to get unbanned.
I think how quickly he got the word that I was talking about him. I mean, this was like a minute after I said that I thought he might be faking the ban. Yeah. He's right there tweeting about how he's going to bet me $100,000 on it. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, he has sent so many tweets since then. I'm just scrolling up and up and up and up. I mean, he's just going crazy. He's had this bottle up for a long time. Someone said he should come on this show. Or no, someone said he should go listen to what Bart Hansen said about him.
I don't think Bart said anything bad, though. I mean, he's just retelling the situation.
Yeah, I didn't think so either. But he says, so someone tweeted to him, it's a person named VentureCL3R, said, Lyman Poker, welcome back. When can we hear your side of what Crush Live Poker said about you on Poker Fraud Alert? And he says back, I can't listen to Todd's horrible show. Cliffs? While the cat was away, the mice did play. So I guess Bart Hansen's the mouse? Is that, or am I the mouse? I don't know who the mouse is in this situation.
Well, I guess my point is that, Bart wasn't on here trashing him. Bart was just recounting what happened, and I was there. That is what happened,
Yeah, I already, he said, I'm not calling this shitbag show. That's what he just said. Why won't he call this shit? I called his shitbag show a few times. Why won't he call this show?
Doesn't want to give you the free publicity. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah.
I honestly, I think part of it is he doesn't want to deal with it, and the other part of it is with that, golden parachute agreement, whatever it ends up being with a bike, he probably just also doesn't want to put himself in situations where he could be doing anything to violate it,
I think how Lou Father is trying to bait him into calling. Lou Father tweeted him and says, Lyman, heard you were a pedo. Call into the show. Now, I will say for the record, I've never once said that Lyman is a pedo. I have no evidence of that, and I've never suspected that. This is Lou Father's words, not mine. That's just what he tweeted. But So then, but he says, I'm not calling into that shitbag show. He can message me and call me if he wants. I'm not listening through the nonsense. It would be the same conversation.
Then call him, Druff.
I think
he didn't say when.
Yeah.
Call him now.
I don't even have his phone number. The only number I had... Actually, I had his phone number a long time ago, but I didn't save it. But I'll say this. The conversation we would have on this show would be the same one that we would have off the show, like where no one could hear. The only difference would be I wouldn't be playing sound effects on a private phone call. But other than that, it would be the exact same conversation. I'm not going to put on a fake attitude with him calling in here. It would be the same exact words I would use in both situations. I would like to know, not just so much about his band.
Do it for the show, Druff.
I don't even have his number at the moment. I had it. I had it once when he called into this show, or I called him. I don't remember how it went, but when the one time he was on here, I did have a number he was calling from, but I didn't save it. I don't save any of these numbers. I probably should, but I don't save it. So he would have to send me his number, and I'm sure what he's trying to say here is that
he said you could call him.
Well, here he just @messaged me again. Lying Todd. How am I lying Todd? Isn't that like what Trump would say? See, he hates Trump so much, but he acts just like Trump. Lying Todd can PM me here, and I'll give him my number. I'm not going to listen to his idiocy for hours on his hold line. Well, okay. I mean, it's fine. You
got his number. Call him.
Okay, if you could send me his number, I'll call him right now.
Do it.
Did you send it to me? Let me see. Yeah, you did. Okay. We will call.
It's for the radio, for the good of the show. Yeah. It'll be entertaining.
Okay, everybody, so I'm going to give you a warning here. Get your volume knob ready and get ready to turn it down.
And I'm just going to, mute and let you two go at it.
Yeah, that'll just complicate things to have you.
I'm not going to try and jump in the middle
have you
of
as
that.
part of the conversation. I'm going to try to call here.
Do it.
We'll see if he is willing to come on.
Even if it costs you a couple of credits in your Skype account, do it.
I'm doing it.
We still got Trader Ruski here?
Hold on. That's not it. Hold on, I did something wrong here. Try to get you. Okay, so we're going to add people. There we go. Hit the wrong button. He's probably laughing right now at the difficulty in adding him to the show, but
I don't know that he's even listening.
No, he had similar issues on his phone. He has phone issues all the time on his show.
What?
Okay, so you are listening to me. I hear myself in the background. You are listening to me. I knew it.
I've been told that you're talking about me.
No, I know that, but you said you weren't going to listen at all, so at least you're listening.
I was told you were talking about me, so when people talk fucking smack about me, I want to know what's going on.
I see. Well, you know what's going on. Okay, so let's start with a simple thing. You say you were banned from Twitter, so how did you get back there on February 28th? Did you appeal? How did you just return there 69 days after being banned?
Twitter told me that there was a big misunderstanding, okay? So, I always use my Twitter, I've been using my Twitter account since I was banned. And they've told me, you're banned for fucking life. When I first got banned, I wanted to find out why. And they said, targeted harassment.
Okay, did they tell you who are you harassing, supposedly?
No, they just said, targeted harassment, and they said, your ban will never be lifted. Okay, whatever. I was like, fuck it, what the fuck? Like, there's a lot of social media, I'll do whatever. Then, and I would be on my Twitter account. I use my Twitter account still, even though I was banned, because I want to see, what Trump is saying. I want to see what other smart people are saying, not fucktards like Trump. I want to see, what Kurt Eichenwald is saying. I want to see what David Fairnhold is saying. And so I'm on there. Then, just pink band pops up that says contact Twitter about your ban, basically. I click on it, and it says, were you having a problem with blah, 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 like Mac for Windows or something? So I said, whatever, yeah, I'm having a problem. I fucking can't use Twitter. And I hit send. Then I get an email in my email, snap in my email box that says, if you can read this email, reply. I'm telling you exactly what happened. I said, yes. I replied. Then, like, within 24 hours, I got an email saying, Twitter has, I could, if you want to bet me $100,000.
No, I don't want to bet you $100,000. I just, your story is very possible. I wasn't saying I was sure about what I was claiming. It was just a theory. But when
you don't know anything, Todd. You're a fucking moron.
I know I don't know anything. I came up with a theory that was very plausible, even if it was incorrect.
No, your theory was not fucking plausible.
Why was it not plausible?
Fucking retarded.
No,
it was the dumbest.
You're a drama queen. You could have easily done that. You easily could have done that.
Am I gonna fucking sit around my house setting up a fake ban for myself?
Yes.
Todd.
Yes.
Todd, you fucking idiot. Listen to me. Everybody, I have 5,000 fucking followers. All 5,000 followers went to my Twitter account, and the Twitter account said, you are banned. Did I hack Twitter, you idiot?
Wait, how did they see you are banned? You would only see that. They don't see that. They only see that your account's gone.
No, everyone saw it, Todd. Every human.
It said you were banned?
Yes, all 5,000 people. That's why they would call into PokerSesh every fucking week and say, you're banned for Twitter. Why are you banned for Twitter? How's anyone get banned from Twitter?
Okay, I don't know what message comes up. I don't know if it says they're banned or they're just gone. So I don't know. If it says you're banned, then you were banned.
Yes, it says this user has been
okay, then you were probably banned. Okay, then you were probably banned. See, I haven't seen that message before. So
wow. Now you fucking are thinking instead of fucking spouting off nonsense.
I was spouting off a theory. I never said that is what happened. I said it's a theory. It's possible. But anyway,
your theory is
so when did this?
It's not possible. It's like me saying, "Oh, here's my theory. My theory is that the guy on my TV right now lives in my TV." I'm not going to go check.
No, because that's not possible. See, what I just said is very possible. But let's go on here.
It's not.
When did this? Okay, stop screaming. When did the pink bar come up that you're talking about?
Like 3 days ago.
So it just out of nowhere came up there, and then you clicked on it and followed its instructions, and then it was yesterday when it told you you're back.
No, they did. Here's what happened. Like I was telling you, I go on Twitter, and forever it has said, you are not allowed, like this bar would come up that said, you are not allowed to use Twitter, right? But it didn't, but even though the bar was up there, I could still scroll through other people's tweets. And so, like, I didn't fucking care. Like, I was really only using it as like a news feed. And it's a really great news feed, even though for a while I thought they were shitbag fucking morons for barring me, right? Like, I was like, how the fuck do you get barred from Twitter? This is impossible. Like, only, like, celebrities get barred from Twitter, but whatever. I don't know. I have a lot of followers, and I'm a very important person. So, I figured maybe I'm a celebrity. Whatever. So then, one day, after this pink bar came up, I don't check my email that often, because I don't use email.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed that the black bar didn't come up anymore, the one that said you can't tweet. That's why my first tweet is so stupid. My first tweet is just, yo, Y-O. If I knew that I could have a first tweet, I would have had a fucking killer-ass first tweet. But the reason why it just says Y-O is because I didn't think it was going to work.
I think yo is the smartest tweet you've written in months.
Well, I'm accidentally, like, I'm just like, I sort of just do the right thing by my nature, you know, so it worked out. So I put in YO, I hit send, and holy fuck, it's like hundreds and hundreds of fucking responses, and likes and retweets. I'm like, holy fuck, this shit works, man. The fucking shit worked. I'm back. And that was it. Then I went to my email, and my email just said from Twitter, this is what it said. It just said, you did not violate any Twitter policies. That's all it said. Like, you're done.
Okay,
like, we made a mistake.
Well, congratulations, you're back. But let's go to some more important things here. You're no longer broadcasting the PokerSesh. You're no longer on Live at the Bike. There's been some. You're going to hate this again, but there's theories. There's theories that you have not been bought out, but that you have just stepped back. You still own part of Live at the Bike. You're just no longer in the forefront. You're no longer broadcasting. So are you?
No, these fucking theories. These are theories that come from like fucking morons, fucking like mongoloids that say things like, "I think that Lyman faked." This is like you're like one of the idiots who would say, "I faked the moon landing." Lyman faked his band.
Okay, so are you stating for certain, with certainty, that you have sold all interest in Live at the Bike?
Why would I state that for certainty? Because
if you did, then say you did it.
No, don't try and trick me.
I'm not.
You're a moron.
I'm not tricking you. I'm asking you to make a direct statement. I'm not tricking you. I'm asking you for a very direct statement. I don't own Live at the Bike. I will make the statement. I personally do not own anything of Live at the Bike. Now you can make the statement. Go ahead.
You are not a smart person. You cannot trick me. You cannot get me to say anything. Todd, I'm just like so much fucking smarter than you.
No.
We don't even exist on the same planet.
No, that I agree.
Like,
I agree we don't exist on the same planet. I don't.
The idea that
I don't spend my days obsessing over Donald Trump. That I don't do, and you do.
Todd, you did this so poorly. Like, it's so ham-handed.
Why won't you answer the question? Why won't you answer the question? It's a simple question. Why?
Todd, if you want to try to trick me, you can't be
Where
so
is the
ham-handed.
trick? Where's the trick? I'm asking you a direct question. There's no trick. There's no trick.
Todd, I already fucking did a fucking podcast that was probably listened to by 20 times as many people as this shitbag podcast, and I read a statement, and the statement says everything that I'm going to say.
I don't want a statement. I want an answer, a direct answer to my question. It's not a trick. It's a direct answer to my direct question.
Oh, Todd, okay. So do you just like when two companies merge, does Todd when Viacom and Comcast merge, does Todd would tell us, get on the horn and be like, tell me the details of this. I need to know the details of this merger. Todd, there are certain things you don't get to know. These are business decisions.
No, but Viacom doesn't have to sit back when Comcast big times them. So it's a different situation.
Well, I can talk about dog puke. If you want me to talk about dog puke,
you can do that too. If you want to talk about Doug Polk, you're welcome to. But I would like an answer though. If you really have sold your part of Live at the Bike.
Wait, who's Doug Polk? I'm talking about dog puke.
That's extremely clever.
No, it's not.
How much have you had to drink tonight? What do you think your blood alcohol content is right now? What's your BAC?
No. This actually is.
It's got to be pretty high.
Bit of a. No, I mean it's whatever. It's medium. But this is Calwatt there. Can you put Calwatt on the phone?
No, let's not involve Calwatt in this whole thing. Let's go on.
No, I want Andrew. Put fucking Andrew on the phone because Andrew says he knows the truth about everything. And I like Andrew, by the way.
That's good. So why are we involving him in this? This is between you and I.
Because that fucking cunt bitch, Bart, fucking Blart, this is what I hear. This is what tell me if I'm wrong. Because I know that sometimes you get bad information on Twitter and people PMing you in this. Somebody is telling me, somebody's telling me that Blart, fucking pasty bitch Blart, is running around saying that I'm an alcoholic and this is the reason why all hell broke loose or something. Is this true?
No, that's not what he said. No. You can go back and listen. It was on last week's show. I will even do you a favor after this is over. I can find what timestamp it is so you can fast forward to it, because I know how valuable your time is, so I can find the point where it began in the show. I can't play it for you right now, but he did not say that things went south between the two of you because of any alcoholism, though you probably were an alcoholic too. But did
he mention this? Did he mention that like alcohol might be a reason why I act crazy or some shit like this?
I think I probably said it, but I don't know if he said it.
Okay, but you probably would, because if fucking Bart said that little fucking bitch, where would he get off on this? Okay, so I want to know the truth on that, because I could have been lied to.
Well, you can go listen. It's recorded. It's recorded, so you can go listen. I mean, I can find the timestamp for you.
If you said it, whatever. You say so much fucking stupid shit. It's hard to decipher like what one from the other. You know. You said that I faked my Twitter ban.
Oh, let's not get back to that again. Come on.
You said it.
We already went over it. It was a legitimate theory. You said something which I probably believe. Why are we going back to this? Why? This is the least interesting part of the whole conversation. This is the least interesting part of the whole conversation. Stop going back to it.
No, this is the most interesting part.
No.
Because the 11 people, the 11 fucking retards that listen to your fucking show, retweet this fucking stupid shit you say, and they need to know that you don't fucking have
If there's only 11 retards, you shouldn't care. If it's only 11 retards, you shouldn't care.
Because all 11 of them bother me, dude.
Then block.
I think
the 11 retards.
I think your entire site is just me now.
Really?
Yeah, exactly.
Is that like your 5,000 followers?
Joey Ingram is tweeting me, would you big time Joey Ingram? No, I would never big time Joey Ingram. Why are you saying that? I'm not even big time in Todd Wittelis. The only reason why I made Todd call me is because I don't want to listen to, oh my God, you fucking talk about the call-in number, and then you talk about the fucking the topics you're going to discuss for the show.
So why don't we talk about 80 minutes about Doug Polk big timing you? That's a good topic.
Okay.
Let's go. 80 minutes.
Okay,
start.
dog puke. We can talk about dog puke as much as you want, but I cannot talk about business relationships with Live at the Bike, other than what I already said.
Yeah, because your statement probably wasn't true. That's probably why. But go on. Tell us about Doug Polk.
Oh, you don't think my statement's true? You want to bet $100,000?
Oh no, let's start this again. Okay. So
you fucking retard.
What are the terms you want? What's the terms you want to bet me? What's the terms you want to bet me?
Before you learn, I just say the way things are. Listen, you
won't even state for the record that you sold your part of Live at the Bike. You keep avoiding that. There's a reason for that.
I never said that ever under any circumstance. I have a statement. There's an official statement.
But make one here. Just make your own statement now. I don't want to dick up your crappy statement. Just tell us what the truth is. Just tell us directly what the truth is.
Hey, dumb fuck. If you didn't want to dick up my statement, why'd you fucking call me? Why did you
To get the answer from your alcoholic mouth.
Now you're saying, okay.
You just admitted you're drunk. You admitted you're drunk. We watched you drinking on your own show. We watched you with a drink in hand. You're telling me you're not alcoholic?
Just because you have a drink doesn't mean you're an alcoholic. Okay. Oh no, are you playing the sound effects? Jesus fucking Christ.
I knew you would love that. I knew you would love that. That's why I did
Todd,
it.
can I ask you Todd,
yeah.
You're an okay guy. Can I ask you a serious question?
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever figure out a way to get Skype to bring in a second caller? Because that's almost killed me. It literally ruined my life. How do you bring in what happened to Skype?
What is this, the tech support tutorial? Skype
yes,
has
I want tech support. You're a nerd.
Okay.
You're a total fucking nerd.
Hello. You've reached technical support. How can I help you, my friend? Would you like your help with Skype, my friend?
Yes, more racist.
I want you to click on the Windows button, and then you click run, start run.
Yes.
And type in the Skype. SKYPE.
Yes.
Okay.
Mother Chode Randy. Thank you very much, Mother Chode.
Okay, listen
to me. Listen. Did you on your Skype? Can you add a caller?
Yes.
I'm just asking you because.
Yes.
How?
So you constantly insult me in this show, and you want me to help you if you ever bring your crappy show back up, so you can fix this ridiculous problem you had that for some reason you and the brain trust over there could not figure out.
There is no brain trust.
That's
You're
for sure.
a nerd.
That's for sure.
You hang out with fucking Andrew, who's a great guy. But although his fucking throat is shaped like Bart's dick, he's a great guy. Even though his throat is in the exact shape of Bart's dick, it's just happenstance. It's just happenstance that his throat is the exact shape of Bart's dick.
You're really trying to get him out to talk to you. You're really trying to draw him out to talk to you, I can tell.
I love Andrew, but Andrew is super smart about fucking tech shit. So if you can add a caller, then I want to know how to add a caller. How do you add a fucking caller on Skype?
You just add a call. There's a function to do it. I don't know. Like Skype has some other problems. Like I'll tell you one thing I'm having an issue with, and that is sound effects. If I play sound effects, like the one you love so much, this one that does the cuckoo call, that one. See, sometimes the co-host and the callers can hear it, and sometimes they can't, and Skype just arbitrarily seems to decide whether the caller is going to be able to hear sound effects, and that's very tilting. I'm trying to grapple with that one, and that one's very weird.
No, Todd, I don't want to hear your sound effects. I want you to show me that you can add in a caller.
Okay, I understand you want me to show you, but this is not tech support chat, so let's talk about more exciting things here. The callers don't, the listeners don't want to hear about how I'm operating Skype. They hear enough about that when I struggle with it.
Wait, if someone else calls in right now, does their number pops up, right?
Yes.
Does it give you the plus symbol?
It doesn't give me a plus symbol. Sometimes, usually I can add them. Occasionally it screws up where it will not let me add them, and then I have to...
That's right!
Okay.
Why is that?
Because Skype is a piece of crap and it has bugs. That's why.
All right, good. I just wanted to make sure that you didn't have a special Skype that I don't have.
Well, I might have that too. But apparently I can operate it better than you, even though I'm a fucking moron.
Yeah, you also have a special Twitter that tells you whether I faked my fucking banning, you fucking idiot.
See, the thing is, I don't have that much of an interest in you. I just, when something comes up about you to talk, I talk about it.
Todd, if you don't have that much interest in me, then why did you fucking call me, you dipshit?
I have an interest in you in the moment because you've been freaking out.
Oh, I'm a tryst. I'm just a tryst for you.
You've been freaking out. You've been melting down. It's like a train wreck. So I have a momentary interest in you. But let's talk about Doug Polk. Why were you
I'm also smoking. Wait, this is another thing I want to tell Andrew.
Yeah.
I'm also tell Andrew that I'm enjoying a God of Fire, Carlito, and I think that the God of Fire Carlito in the Maduro shape I think that it is actually the Don Carlos Robusto. I think, no, I'm not cuckoo. Andrew cares about the shit, and he would know the truth.
But he's not part of this conversation. Why are we talking about it? I don't even know what you're saying here.
Because you don't know what I'm saying, because I'm saying something important. And when people say important
What's
things...
important about it? I don't understand. It's some personal message to Andrew. So let's talk about Doug Polk. That's what people want to hear.
Todd,
I want to talk about Doug Polk. Forget this thing. Wait, I don't know what you're talking about here. I don't want to talk about it. Let's talk about Doug Polk.
This is no longer your show.
Of course it's my show. Of course it's my show.
This is my show.
No.
This is my show.
I know you're suffering from withdrawal symptoms, that you don't have your show to rant. Oh, boy.
Okay,
oh, boy.
Todd.
Listen, I want to hear about Doug Polk. Why do you feel he was big-timing you just because he was 20 minutes late because he got confused the time to call in? Why was that a big deal?
Todd, this is fair, right? Can I offer you a fair deal?
Okay.
Let Andrew interview me.
Why are you bringing Andrew into this? Let's just do it. Why?
He has a better voice. You sound like a weasel, dude.
Oh, wait, he has a better voice. Do you hear what you sound like?
I don't care.
Have you listened to yourself?
Me, bitch.
Have you listened to? Yes, I called you. I warned everybody to turn down their volume. You're very, very difficult to listen to.
No,
you're very, very unnerving and difficult to listen to.
Actually, my last show had 1,000 viewers, so a lot of people can listen to my show.
This show has more than 1,000 listeners, so.
This show has no fucking listeners.
No, okay, you can say that if you want. It's not true.
Todd, live? There's 1,000 people listening right now.
No, not live. No, overall.
Yeah, you're full of shit, dude. You're just lying again.
No, I'm not.
You're fucking
Nope,
lying again.
I don't do that.
I know that 1,000 people
I don't do that.
listening.
I don't lie about listeners. I don't lie about retiring. I don't do things like that. I don't lie about not being a drunk.
Todd, if I did a show and it was live with you, which we did more than once, I remember it was fucking horrible.
It was horrible.
1,000
That I agree with.
tweets. There would be 1,000, not 1,000, but there'd be dozens and dozens of tweets. My tweets would be going blah 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 blah. I'm on the air with you. Nobody's tweeting because nobody's fucking listening.
You live on Twitter. That's why you live on Twitter.
Well, since I got unbanned, I do. I'm back on Twitter since I got unbanned. Thank you. Okay, Todd.
So tell us about Doug
Seriously.
Polk. You keep changing the topic. Tell us about Doug Polk. Why did you feel he was big-timing you? Just because he was 20 minutes late, and it seemed to be a confusion that he thought he could call in any time, and you thought he was calling in at 7. So why was that worth an 80-minute rant and meltdown that resulted in your getting fired or asked to step back from your own show? Can you explain?
Don't say stupid shit that's not true.
Okay, then correct me.
I cannot be fired. I was not fired.
Then correct me. Correct. What was the problem here? What were you mad about with Doug Polk? Since it seemed to be a miscommunication, why were you so mad that you ranted for 80 minutes? Why?
Well, that rant was fucking epic, dude. It was one of the greatest things ever in the history of fucking poker. First of all, number one, it was great. It was amazing. It was riveting. Like, the fucking viewership just went up and up and up. It was fun, and I was saying it the exact way I wanted to say it. So don't try to act like I was, like, unhinged. I was putting on a good entertainment, okay? Number one. Number two, the reason is because Dog Puke did try to big-time me, and I can lay out the evidence here, okay?
Okay.
Dog Puke knew. Let me just do the timeline. I did my live show, right?
Yes.
And then in the middle of my live show, Dog Puke calls in 2 weeks before this all happened. And Dog Puke, I don't know he's calling in. He just calls in randomly. I don't even think it's him. I think it's somebody pretending to be Dog Puke. Because people will always pretend to be people on my show. We have a good time with it. So in the beginning, I didn't even know it's him. So Dog Puke starts saying, "Yo, bro, I heard you've been talking smack about me, bro. In 2 weeks, there's going to be Dog Puke Week on your channel, bro. Let's play a heads-up match, settle once for all. Who's the best poker player?" He says some stupid shit like this, okay? And then I say, well, I'm not sure whether this is Dog Puke. And then Ryan Feldman's texting me like fucking maniac, little fucking fingers going like crazy. And he says, it's real. What? He says, it's really Dog Puke. He's telling me, texting me like crazy. His little fucking fingers are tapping away like fucking a million miles an hour. He's saying, dude, this is really Dog Puke on the phone with you, okay? So then I tell Dog Puke, I say, "What? I never talked smack about you in my life," which is 100% true. I never said you're a bad poker player. I'm sure you're very good. I mean, you're almost as good as a computer, which makes you pretty damn good. I said, I don't do heads-up matches because they're fucking stupid. I'm a professional gambler. I don't have like an ego involved in that. I just make money. I made money my whole life, and most of the money that I make from gambling goes into other investments, real estate, stocks, yada, yada, yada. Dog Puke then is like, he gets scared, and he says, "Oh shit, I'm driving through a tunnel, the phone's breaking up," and hangs up, okay? Because Dog Puke knew that I wasn't going to play any games. He knew that it was all a lie. He was trying to set up a heads-up match, which would help his channel. And maybe it would help my channel, okay? So, fast forward, after the show, I call Ryan, because I knew that he was in contact with Dog Puke. And I say, "Ryan, what's this shit? Why did I get this fucking call? What's this bullshit? And he says, hey, Dog Puke wants to have a heads-up match. He thinks it'll be good for the channel, whatever. I say, well, it may be good for the channel. I don't fucking know, but I'm negative EV in a fucking heads-up match with a guy who can beat most humans and everybody but a computer. And there's no good reason for me to do that. Like, I don't gamble for fun. I gamble for money. I say, but wait, because a little bell went off in my head. Something stuck in my craw. And what stuck in my craw was how once I started to press him a little, he pretended that his phone was breaking up and he had to hang up. So I said, you know what? If Dog Puke will do a full interview on my show, the real deal, the full fucking 2 hours, just like he would do on Joe Ingram or anybody else, and we do a real fucking show, then I will play him on 5,100. I will play until I lose $10,000 or 3 hours, whichever comes first.
You have to understand. You have to understand, though, to try to force someone to put up with you for 2 hours, for $10,000, that's a pretty tough sell.
That's right. It's negative EV. You're right, Todd. This is one time you're right. It's massively negative EV for him. But guess what's negative EV for me? Playing the best heads-up player in the world, okay? Well, a computer is, but the best human, whatever that means. It doesn't fucking matter because there is no such thing as heads-up poker. It's all dead. It's like the equivalent of backgammon or chess now. But I say, whatever. I will do this stupid exhibition if you do your stupid exhibition. Because my expected loss in 3 hours of live heads-up at 5,100, even if I'm horrible, which I'm not, because I've fucking played poker my whole fucking life. Let's say my expected loss is the exact same as the expected loss of the humans when they played Liberatus. 14 big blinds per 100 hands. In 3 hours, we're going to probably play 100 hands. So I'm going to lose $1,400. Who fucking cares, dude? It's a rounding error. I might win. Then I can fucking say, whatever, it was great, dude. I'll do a video. I would have done a video. How I fucking won in a stupid heads-up match that nobody fucking cares about. Whatever. I understood that he was going to take a negative EV loss, and I was going to take a negative EV loss. Okay? And we'd meet somewhere in the middle. It would be good for the channel. Now, so he was supposed to come on the show the next week. Ryan Feldman texted me, and this is not anything bad about Ryan. I think that he tries his hardest, you know.
With his little fingers, right?
Yeah, you know, God bless his soul. God bless his soul. That kid gives 100%. God bless his soul.
We're going around here without really getting to the point here. But let's get on with it.
You are fucking telling me to get on with it.
Yes, I'm waiting for the important part about the phone call. I'm getting a lot of backstory that's not that important.
Everything is important, dipshit. Listen. You don't fucking know what's important. If you knew what was important, 1,000 people would be watching this live, and I've gotten one tweet about this show. Literally one tweet. So I can surmise that 10 people are watching. All right. Now listen. You guys, God bless Ryan Feldman's soul. And everything is great. That's all you need to know. That stops right there. Now, so as I understood it, Dog Puke was supposed to come on the next week to my show to do a full show. Now, this is not my opinion, dude. This was advertised on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, retweeted, tweeted. Dog Puke fucking advertised this shit, dude. And So it comes time, and then I'm not going to talk about, I guess I got to talk about private conversations. But then I was informed the dog puke could not do the show. And I'm like, oh, fuck, I don't care, dude. This is a business arrangement. I don't fucking care. I didn't think Dog Puke was going to do the show. He's not going to do the show. It doesn't change anything about my life. I'm just not going to do a heads up because now we don't have an arrangement. Doesn't matter to me. It was like, it's a wash. I don't fucking care. So I go about my life, and Ryan, he keeps working hard. God bless his soul. Hardest working man. Keeps, just little fingers going, everything's going. And he gets back to me and says, okay, the dog puke said that, like, he had a dental appointment at 7 p.m. on a Monday. Wow, I wish I had a dentist. This is what I was told. I don't know if any of this is true. And he says he'll come on the next week. The next week. Okay. Fine. Whatever. I don't care. As long as we do the full 2-hour interview, it's a real fucking show. And I gave him my number. Like, when I never gave you my number or planned to be on the show. But then, once somebody on Twitter fucking told me you're talking fucking smack about me, you called me within 1 minute, dude. You're a professional, Todd. I'll give you that. You behave.
Hey, he said something nice about me for once. I can't believe it.
Todd, you aren't smart, so you have to make up for it with professional behavior. And your behavior is very on point. So you get back.
If unprofessional behavior is a sign of intelligence, then I would say you're a genius. So go on.
Oh, yes. Absolutely. Thank you very much. So then I say, fine. Tell Dog Puke, I'll fucking put the whole fucking thing off for a week. He can come on next week on Monday. It doesn't make any fucking difference. And we'll do the fucking full interview. And believe me, I prepare for interviews in a certain way. I like to know, like, all the details because, unlike you, I'm not going to do ham-handed lines of attack. I am going to slowly brew my guests, and they're going to be at 10 degrees, 20 degrees, 30 degrees, 40 degrees, 50 degrees, and by the time they're fucking boiling, they aren't going to fucking know they're dead. And if you've heard any of my interviews, this is the way I do it. I fucking boil the frog. So I know exactly how this is going to go if there's anything to learn. And if there's not anything to learn, we're just going to have a good time. But I know what I'm building up to. I think about this fucking shit in advance. This is why I ended up at the end of my show having fucking fucking Mason Malmuth trying to tell jokes to the audience. I knew what I wanted out of that. You just gotta listen to it. I know what I want out of things. Okay? So, Dog Puke agrees. This is what I'm told. I never spoke with him other than the time that he called me and pretended that his phone didn't ring. Ryan Feldman was the middleman, but Ryan Feldman, this is logged. This is fucking, there's text, there's tweets, there's fucking, this is logged. It's very clear. There's a fucking schedule, there's times on the schedule. I've had dozens of guests on my show. The guests start at the beginning of the show. Jacqueline Moscow, Mark Klang, you, Mason Malmuth, David Sklansky, DGAF, the fucking best fucking guests, They all start at fucking minute 1. So, minute 1 comes and he's not there. Whatever. I understand. Might be a time difference between here and Las Vegas. Minute 2, minute 3, minute 4, minute 5, and then you can go back and I think somebody posted the show around minute 5, and meanwhile, all of Dog Puke's minions are in the fucking chat. All of his little fucking buddies, like Seriously Serious, that bitch, like all the bitches, all the Dog Puke bitches are in chat. So I know, because these people work for him. These are his business partners. I know that he knows. Your business partners don't show up on time. Here, let me give you a list of all the people who showed up on time. Me, my entire audience, his entire audience. We're talking about 1,000 fucking viewers at this point. Me, my entire audience, his entire audience, and his fucking team, and my team, and Ryan Film. Everyone's on time. Everyone is fucking on time. Everyone on the fucking planet who cares about this is on time, except for one person, Dog Puke. Where's Dog Puke? Where's the man of the hour? Okay? So at 7:05-ish, 7:06-ish, I say, hey, I see the people in chat, Ryan, Seriously Serious, all his fucking minions. I say, wow, this seems like Dog Puke is starting to big time me here. Tell Dog Puke he has about 10 more minutes to call in, or this fucking shit's off. Because you got to understand something. Dog Puke had put his logo all over Live at the Bike. It was Dog Puke Week. Live at the Bike promoted him up the yin yang. There is splash pages. He had been promoted to at least, I mean, at this point, this had probably been promoted to 30,000 viewers.
Okay, I've let you go on for a while here. I have a question. Why do you think? Okay. Why do you think he came late? If you think that he knew that everybody was waiting for him there, if his associates like Seriously Serious were there, and you think he was intentionally waiting 20 minutes to call in just to be a jerk or just to big time you? Or do you think it's possible he really just couldn't call in until 7:20 and didn't think it mattered?
I don't think it's possible. But I think he was trying to big time me. And here's the reason why. If he shows up on time with bells on and does the song and dance, he has to legitimize fucking Lyman, dude. Now, he's a bigger deal than me. So it fucks up the power structure. So if a bigger deal than me, if he, like, I'll tell you, let me give you a thing. If he had to come to Los Angeles, right? And Dog Puke fashions himself at this point as some sort of Dog Puke fashions himself as some sort of businessman. He thinks he's a brand. I like the Seriously Serious bitch, that bitch. He was saying like, Lyman did a interview with Mark Quagg, and it was a train wreck. We met with Dog Puke and told him this was a bad idea to fucking interview Mark Quagg. So it was bad for his brand. We don't want to have a train wreck like PokerSesh. Meanwhile, the PokerSesh with Mark Quagg was a fucking dream, dude. This motherfucker is the real deal. He's like a real fucking live out loud degenerate. He's fucking on my show, snorting coke, driving his car around, listening to fucking Yayo on the stereo. He fucking has to drive down a dark street and swing the door open to get cell phone reception because he's hiding from people he think might want to kill him. This is a fucking dream, dude. This is like real radio. This is what real men do. They don't fucking bitch about their fucking brand like a fucking cunt, dude. They just fucking do it, man.
But I'm still not understanding what is he gaining by showing up late? I'm not getting that. If everybody is ready for him, and even his own associates are ready for him, what does he gain by showing up late? It doesn't make sense to me.
Well, now I will teach you something.
Oh, okay.
I will teach you something.
Time to learn. Learn in time. Go ahead.
Yes, about power structures and power relationships. So he starts to show up late, and his audience, believe me, I'm not like delusioned here. Of the 1,000 people watching, 300 were my people and 700 were his. Let's just be honest. Because on a normal show, I would get up 285, 300 people watching live, but right now I have 980 people watching live or something. I know, but the majority of the audience is his audience, right? So he starts big-timing me, okay? And his audience immediately gets the dog whistle. His audience is in my chat just fucking wilding out, just raging. Like, fuck Lyman, fuck Lyman's audience. They wouldn't be doing this if he showed up on time.
Why? Why wouldn't they be doing this? First of all, your audience is pretty terrible. I'll be honest. Like your chat room was the net low. Your chat room was the absolute net low. It was like kids on AOL chat.
After my audience, bitch.
Yes, your audience is terrible.
After
your audience. It's like teenage boys on AOL back in 1998. That's the way your chat room looked. That's the way your chat room looks. Yes.
No. My audience is the fucking gold standard. My audience is the greatest fucking audience in the world.
I was hoping when you wrote about the gold standard thing, you were being sarcastic. Sadly, it looks like you weren't.
I'm not.
That's a sad thing. I was hoping you were, but
no, I'm not. When I fucking go down to the fucking bar, the arena bar at Commerce, or I fucking go down to the fucking the brewery at the Bicycle Casino, and I go to Casa Fuentes in Las Vegas, if I fucking go anywhere in Tokyo, my audience was there. My audience was there in fucking Tokyo. It drives my wife fucking nuts.
All I know is that the chat room is terrible. Your chat room was absolutely terrible. I don't know about the people who listen and don't chat, but the chat room is horrible.
If you thought they were terrible, then they were perfect.
No.
Because they shouldn't like, you're a fucking idiot. You fucking said that I faked my own Twitter ban.
Oh, here comes the Twitter thing again.
You're a moron.
Here comes the Twitter thing again.
You're a fucking moron. Okay, now listen to me. Don't go after my audience.
No, but I'm trying to. Okay, listen.
Don't go after the audience.
If Doug Polk really had 70% of the audience, which I believe that 70% of them were there for him, why would he big time his own audience? Why, if he knows they're there for him, why wouldn't he show up on time if he was ready? It doesn't make sense.
Here's the reason why. And I will prove it. It's because he's an egomaniac, narcissistic, fucking prima donna, and I will prove this. I will lay it out. I will prove this. He took big-timing me as more important than his own audience. But you got to understand something. This plays well with his audience. This plays well with them because it gives them the freedom to say, yeah, Lyman doesn't matter. His audience doesn't matter. Doug is obviously saying they don't. Do you think that Doug, listen to this. Let's say Doug was going to be on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Kimmel. Is that The Tonight Show? I mean, Doug's obviously a really big deal and a very important person, so why shouldn't he be on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Kimmel? They used to have lots of pro poker players on there. The Tonight Show had Doyle Brunson.
It's actually Jimmy Fallon, but go ahead.
Whatever. The Tonight Show had the guy who ended up being a child molester. What was his name?
I don't care. Just go on.
Hunter, shut up. Hunter, come. Hunter!
Looks like even your dog can't stand hearing you talk.
No, my dog sees a... Hunter! That's not dog puke. Leave him alone, Hunter. It's not dog puke.
Your dog's saying, shut up already. Give me some peace for once. Give me some peace, please, Abe. Please.
Okay, he's coming now. Come on, Hunter. Get up here. Lay down with Daddy. Come on. Come on, little bud. Okay. Listen. So, this is a dog whistle to his audience. That this is, if he was going to be on The Tonight Show, there's no fucking way he shows up late. If The Tonight Show advertised him weeks and weeks in advance, at exact time, he retweeted it, he sent it out, there's no fucking way he shows up late. Now somebody's going to say, well, maybe he thought he could just call in any time. No, because when you're going to be on a show and you're an important guest, I've been a guest on ESPN Radio, Fox Radio, I've been a guest on multiple podcasts. I even think I came on your show more than once. And I was always fucking exactly on time. And it wasn't because somebody told me. It's because I did a little research. Because I have some respect. If I'm going to show up somewhere, I have a fucking little bit of respect. I realize, like, this is the way this show works. Like, when I'm on ESPN, I don't say fucking cunt. When I'm on the Fox fucking sports channel, I don't say that Andrew's fucking throat is the exact shape of Bart's dick. I understand my audience, dude. I know what is expected of me. Because I have a fucking level of respect. I'm not a fucking prima donna. I'm not a fucking bitch. I'm not a fucking dog puke, okay?
Okay, I'm telling you here, what it sounds like to me, it sounds like he showed up late for whatever reason. Even if you want to concede, even if I want to concede, or he wants to concede, that it was rude or that he shouldn't have done it, I think you're ascribing a lot of reasons to him that you're just guessing at that make him look as bad as possible. And I don't see any evidence that these things are true. You're just reaching in the air of why he was late. The only fact we have is that he was late. That's the only thing we know.
Wait.
Yes.
I have evidence.
Okay, what's the evidence?
Just don't talk, Todd.
Oh,
That's
boy.
the best thing you can do right now.
Well, I have to when this goes off the rails. I have to.
Nobody wants to hear you anyway. Okay.
Believe me, I've probably lost a lot of audience by now with having to listen to you for this long. But I want the truth about this to come out.
You have lost zero fucking audience. This is riveting. This is riveting.
It would be if you stuck to the topic, but you're incapable because your blood alcohol content is probably like 0.25 right now.
My blood alcohol level. I had a cigar, and I'm having a nice glass of Syrah. It's nothing out of the ordinary. I cracked open. I'll tell you. You want to know the God's honest truth? I left the Commerce Casino at 7 p.m. 7 p.m. I got to my house at 7:35. I let the dog out, take a whiz or whatever, have a good time. I turned on the TV to see that Jeff Sessions, the scumbag piece of shit, was talking to the fucking Russians.
Oh no, let's not start out with Trump stuff now. That we can't have here.
And now he is going to have to resign or recuse himself because he's a piece of shit liar, just like all these.
So this is what I need. We need someone to keep you on track. No Trump stuff. I just want to stick to the Doug Polk thing. And I don't. Okay. You keep calling him dog puke like this is kindergarten. We're trying to have a serious discussion about what happened here.
It is. I like it. The reason I like it is because it's so juvenile. That's the reason I love it. Do you think I think I'm being smart here? No. It's fucking complete juvenile delinquency because I'm stooping to the level that I had to deal with. Okay? So, then, continue with my timeline. I made chips and salsa. I made fresh pico de gallo. I included some peppers that I grew in my garden.
Why are we hearing about this? Just get to the point.
You're making me hungry, Abe.
Look! Now you just brought Andrew out. You just brought Andrew out.
Andrew! Andrew's there!
You're making me hungry. Cut it out with the food, man. You're making me hungry.
Andrew, I know that you probably spend too much time talking to horrible people, and you're mad at me, but dude,
I am not mad at you at all.
And I know that you probably think I have mental problems, right? Which could 100% be correct. But I have a soft spot in my heart for you, and you've never done anybody wrong, and you're sort of like an angel of some sort, but your throat is shaped like Bart's dick.
I was about to say, I can guarantee you one thing, Abe. I've never had a dick in my mouth. I've tried. Okay?
Right.
But either I'm not flexible enough or my dick is too small. It's one or the other.
Who hasn't?
I tried. Didn't work.
Now, Andrew, can I ask you a question? Todd, can you tell Todd to shut the fuck up, please? Like, Todd doesn't understand that we are going to make his show a million times better. He doesn't understand. Like, Todd will talk about the call-in line. Who the fuck uses the call-in line? Like a 99-year-old fucking...
A lot of people use the call to listen line. It's a great resource for people who have a bad connection when they're driving around. They want to listen.
It's not
will you stop getting off the rails? You need to stick to the topic. It's very, very hard to ever have you on any kind of show because you just scream and you rant and you make no sense.
Yes. It's so hard to make your show better.
It makes no sense. This is not making it better. This is
you guys are going to love this. The chat wants you two guys to play heads up.
Todd, 99% of your call-in lines are people who dial the wrong number. Okay? That's what you need to know. Thank you.
That'd be great. I hope that's true. That means new listeners.
No, I didn't say it as a slight. I said it as a fucking fact, you dipshit.
Okay, I hope that's true. Go ahead.
Andrew, do you think that the God of Fire, Carlito, is possibly the Don Carlos Robusto?
Yeah, it is, but it's got the Opus X Rosado wrapper. But the cigar itself, you're right. It's the Don Carlos Robusto. Yeah.
Fuck yes! Fuck yes, Andrew!
Can you imagine being this guy's dog? I feel so bad for your... I'm going to call the SPCA about your dog here. Your dog's got to be living under torturous conditions there, having.
I'll be right back, guys. Hold on.
Having to listen to you all day, like this.
Yo,
at least I can listen to you only in limited doses and hang up when I'm done. But your dog is stuck.
Here's what you don't understand, Todd. I got that just from tasting, a blind tasting. Around the world, people want to have the Don Carlos Robusto. It is the most rare, amazing cigar that you could possibly smoke.
But this isn't cigar radio. I don't care. You tell that to Andrew on your own. Send him a DM. Now you're back on Twitter. Send him a DM about it. You're back on Twitter. Send him a DM.
DM.
Yes.
Fuck a DM. This is important shit. I figured it out strictly from my palate. Just from tastings, I discovered that it's the exact same tobacco.
I don't care. Nobody cares.
Okay, moving right along. So then, whatever. Todd, is it conceivable? If you want to continue on, I'll continue on fine, but I got to go take a leak. Do you want to talk to Andrew for a second and then come up with some questions?
You can go take a leak. Please don't take the phone in there, but go ahead and do it.
Okay, here we go. You talk to Andrew for a second.
Okay, Are you there, Calwatt? I guess he had to take a leak too. Oh, you're here. No, he really wanted to talk to you. I was trying to keep the integrity of the conversation to just me and him, but
yeah, me too.
I see he drew you out with the food talk somehow, and
well, it was getting a little slow too. So
yeah, well, I was trying to keep it on track, and I'm trying to get the story out. I even see that. I think I saw that Pro Poker from 3
Are we listening to him take a piss right now?
I knew he was going to do this.
Oh God! I'm gonna continue to let you two go because honestly, I think listening to two people talk is a lot more interesting.
Here, I'm gonna shut that off for a second here. I don't want to hear that anymore. I had to shut off Calwatt too at the moment. I can only shut out, thanks to the miracle of Skype, I can only shut out either everybody or nobody. Let's see if he stopped pissing. No, he said, wow, he really drank a lot. That's a long piss. Okay, so let's see. Is it still going on? No, we're done. Okay. Now he's flushing the toilet. Wow. See, this shows you how smashed this guy is.
Todd, you are so fucking lucky that I'm providing you with the best podcast.
Yeah, I'm so lucky that I have some drunk pissing for a minute straight on the air, which I muted most of it.
Hey, that was a powerful stream. Sounded like a horse taking a piss in there.
Yeah, well, if this was a video show instead of an audio show, for sure it wouldn't be a horse.
If it was a video show, we'd be #1 on Pornhub, bro.
No, it's maybe on the channels that people want to use to induce vomiting, but that's about it. So look.
All right, Todd. Wait, Todd. After that, you got to do the laugh track.
No. Let's move on here. So,
Okay.
so
What's your
I'm still trying to understand this. I'm still trying to understand where you're coming from with all these accusations, because it sounds like you're coming up with theories. He was late, and you're coming up with all these different theories as to why he was late, but you have not provided one shred of evidence as to proving these theories, and yet you criticize me for coming up with theories about you.
No, wrong, Todd, because we haven't gotten to the meat yet. Okay, so let's talk about the evidence. Here's the evidence. Exhibit A. This was advertised for a month by him, not me. Him. I didn't have Twitter. I didn't have anything at this point in time. This was on the Live at the Bike website, and it was advertised on every Live at the Bike show, and this went out to tens of thousands of viewers.
Yeah, we already heard that.
Joke.
But that's just showing he was at worst inconsiderate for being late. That doesn't mean that he did this on purpose.
So we have established awareness here, okay? Number one. Number two, all of his minions, including his employees, like, seriously serious a bitch. I'm seriously a bitch, seriously. Is that his name? I'm seriously a bitch, seriously. All of his fucking employees, like, I'm seriously a bitch, seriously, and Ryan and these other people were in my chat. So they knew. They all knew that I was saying, get his fucking ass here, I'm not going to be big time. And I started a countdown.
But they're not physically with him, so even if they're telling him, I'm sure they were telling him that Lyman wants you to come, and he probably wasn't ready for whatever reason. I'm not saying that, maybe he should have shown up at 7.
Ready.
I'm just saying, maybe for whatever reason he was running late, and even if you want to say that's inconsiderate, you can't say he was doing this to big-time you or to screw with you, which it seemed like you were spending 80 minutes crying about on your podcast.
Oh, okay. Okay, well then let's move. So we have a couple of exhibits already. Exhibit 1, advertised to tens of thousands of people. Exhibit number 2, I did an actual countdown. 10 minutes, 9 minutes, 8 minutes. This was after the first 5 minutes. So it's like 15 minutes, 14 minutes, 13 minutes, 12 minutes. I did an actual countdown. That's exhibit 2. So there was no, everybody knew that I was doing a countdown. And it went on for fucking 20 minutes, my countdown. Exhibit 3. All of his bitches were in chat. Seriously, I'm a bitch, seriously. And all the other people, his fucking employees, I saw them talking in chat, okay? So now let's get to Exhibit 4. Here's Exhibit 4. If you, by some ungodly bending of events, like literally you want to have dog pukes, fucking anal baby, you've allowed anal insemination, you are going to shit out a baby with a fucking faux hawk that looks like Vanessa Selps. Even if you love him that much, even if you love dog puke so much that you would shit out a fucking faux hawk androgynous anal baby of his, you have to realize that what he did next proves that he's a big-timing douche. Here's what he does next. He had also advertised appearances with his logo and our logo on Live at the Bike weeks in advance. 20, 30, maybe 100,000 unique views of these fucking advertisements that said he's going to play 25-50 on Tuesday, he's going to play heads up on Wednesday, he's going to play such and such on Thursday, right? All this shit. So you would think that any normal human who's trying to run a business would be like, well, I fucked that shit up with Lyman, but the people who would have my anal baby, the people who would be anally inseminated by me and shit out a fucking dog puke baby with a fucking faux hawk, an androgynous dog puke baby with a faux hawk, those people, I could tell them that it was a mistake and they will hate Lyman, and then I'll just show up on time for my other shows and I'll be a fucking model citizen, and everybody will see that Lyman's full of fucking shit. Lyman's a fucking horrible human who overreacted. That's what a normal fucking person would do who's not big timing. But then what does he do? He shows up 2 hours late for his first show. 2 hours fucking late. There's 3,500 people or something watching this live, waiting for him. A normal show of that size would probably get 1,500 people. So at least 2,000 of the people in the audience are waiting for him. Waiting 20 minutes, 40 minutes, 60 minutes, 1 hour and a half, 2 hours, 2 hours and a half, and he's big timing the fuck out of these people. This has been advertised months in advance. This has been retweeted and tweeted and fucking sent to every social media to 20, 30, 40, 50,000 people. And he big times the fuck out of them. He will show up whenever the fuck he wants. He doesn't give two fucking shits about these people. Now listen to me. Listen to me. If he gets invited to the Tonight Show or to Charlie Rose and he shows up 2.5 hours late, I will eat my word. But he wouldn't. He would fucking never do that. The reason why he will show up late to my show and then late to the next show is because he doesn't fucking care about these people. He's big timing them. Okay? Now wait. But wait. Let's say, just for argument's sake, that you took the dick up your butt and you're fucking shitting out a dog puke-shaped baby. And you think that because of that, the faux hawk scraped your fucking sphincter, because the faux hawk scraped your fucking sphincter, that he wasn't big-timing Lyman. He just made a mistake. He wasn't big-timing Lyman. He just doesn't read the shit he retweets. He wasn't big-timing Lyman. He just doesn't check to see how the show's work that he's going to go on. He wasn't big-timing Lyman. He's just, like, semi-retarded, whatever. Okay, now let's say that you gargled fucking Doug Polk yogurt. The Doug Polk yogurt's down your fucking stomach. Somehow, his fucking magic yogurt in your stomach, you regurgitate it, and when you regurgitate that fucking yogurt, you have regurgitated another Doug Polk baby. And the fucking faux hawk scraped your fucking throat, man. The androgynous Doug Polk baby. And because you did that, you can also apologize and do a bunch of apologetics for his second late arrival. Are you with me, Todd?
There's been so much talk about faux hawks and scraping sphincters and all. I'm getting lost here. You're all over the place. So
stick with me.
Well, it's very tough. It's very tough.
Here's the sound it makes. Here comes. You're the biggest fucking Doug Polk fucking dog puke bitch that ever lived. You fucking took the yogurt down the fucking throat, and now it's in your stomach. Something got created in there, and now you're barfing it fucking up. It looks like it's like an androgynous.
Androgynous with a faux hawk. I know. But what's the point? What's the point?
The point is, because you did it in the butt and in the mouth, you're going to apologize. You're still going to apologize for this bitch. You're going to apologize for him, and you're going to say, he made a mistake on the second show. Okay? Traffic. Fucking traffic. We're here talking about fucking traffic. Like, this guy's fucking big timing his entire audience, and we're sitting here talking about fucking traffic. Okay? Traffic. Okay. Fine. Now, where's the third input? Because this next thing I'm going to say is the third fucking input.
Okay, please no more reference to faux hawks or shitting out androgynous Doug Puke. I've heard enough of that.
Here's the third input. He fucking big-timed me on my show like a bitch. He fucking big-timed his entire audience on the second show and the Live of the Bike audience like a bitch. But no matter how much fucking Doug Puke mayonnaise, no matter how much dog puke yogurt that you've had injected into the last two inputs, you cannot apologize for the third show in a row. On the third show, he was playing individual humans. He doesn't know what a human is. He doesn't know what a human being is. But he was playing individual humans for heads-up matches. These individual humans had scheduled their time to be there to play with him. He doesn't see human faces, I don't think. They all just look like lizards or robots or something to him. He big-time the heads-up matches. And then he says that the reason that he couldn't be on time for these human beings, some of them might even look up to him because, oh, fuck, they got problems. The reason why he couldn't be on time for these human beings is because he needed a fucking haircut. Listen to me, Todd. Dog Puke, at this point, was staying at the Bicycle Casino. He was a 3-minute elevator ride from the table. He big-timed the fucking human beings who had planned a schedule to meet him and play with him for a fucking haircut.
Well, hold on. But think about it. Think about if Doug Polk showed up somewhere in public without the faux hawk. He wouldn't be Doug Polk. So isn't it important for him to have the faux hawk? Isn't that of the utmost importance?
You literally sicken me. Todd, if you have an ounce of decency, go on the record right now after the evidence I've laid out.
I'll say this here: if I didn't really follow what he did after the thing with your show. I wasn't watching, so I don't know. Maybe he was late to those things. Maybe what you're describing is accurate. I can't say if he was or wasn't. You're saying he was. Maybe he was. But I'm not.
Hey, wait, Todd. You want to bet on it?
No, because I'm not even denying that. I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm saying I don't know. You're telling me it did, but I'm not making excuses for it.
Something about Lyman. Lyman doesn't lie because Lyman is always ready for a prop bet. Do you want to bet?
Again, will you listen to my words? I was not saying that. I'm not challenging your assertion. I'm saying I don't know either way if it's true or not. And let me get my point out here. This isn't really relevant to what he did with you. What it sounds to me like, if I listen to this...
No, it is relevant!
Will you shut up and listen? Will you shut up and listen?
It shows that he's a fucking douche!
Okay, I'm going to have to... Shut up and listen. I'm going to have to mute you. Okay?
If you mute me, you just hang up on me.
Well, you can do what you want, but I got to get my point. I've let you rant for about a very long time here. I even lost track of time here.
Idiotic. Todd, if you apologize for this guy...
I'm not apologizing for anyone. He's not my friend. He's not my friend. I'm not trying to apologize for anyone. Okay? I'm trying to say here that, to me, it sounds like the guy just has a chronic lateness problem, which I'm not defending, and he shouldn't have, and he should, especially if he's staying at the bike and he has heads-up matches scheduled, he should come down on time, and if it is true he missed it because of a haircut, that is ridiculous, and that shouldn't happen, then that's wrong. But that doesn't sound so much like big timing. That just sounds like someone who has a chronic lateness problem and who doesn't, may not be properly sensitive to other people's time, and that's a fault of his, if that's the case.
Sounds like a sociopath to me.
No, see, that's not true. That's really, really going too far. It just sounds to me.
The one thing I will say is that, and it's true in business and poker and everything else, is that people who are always late, it shows you that they value their time and they don't value your time at all.
It's big time!
But that's not big timing is different. You're trying to say big time because he thought he was more important than you, and therefore just wanted to make you wait. No, but this could just be that he budgets time poorly, and I don't know.
God, you are the fucking worst apologist ever.
I'm not being an apologist. I'm telling you that you're ascribing. The problem here is that you are ascribing motivation to him that I don't necessarily believe are true. I think he's just late to things all the time.
But fucking Andrew could see it immediately. When you
he didn't say big timing. Andrew didn't say big timing. You took this as a personal insult. It wasn't a personal insult. It may have been something insensitive. It may have been something that was rude, but it was not necessarily an insult to you or him thinking he's better than you. It was probably just him budgeting time poorly and not putting out the effort to make it on time. That's what it sounds like to me.
Okay.
That's what it sounds like to me.
What? With all your fucking bitch-ass crying apologies, what have you solved?
No, I'm not apologizing. Look, Doug Polk's not my friend. I've never talked to him once in my life. I have no reason to defend him.
No, but you want to be important, and so you're trying to fucking walk the middle of the road.
I never kiss ass to any poker players ever. Never.
You're never going to be important. The thing that will make you important is telling the truth.
I am telling. I always tell the truth. I always tell the truth, and the problem is here that you turn this into a battle of importance. You thought if he's showing up late, that means he's more important than you, and you probably had some insecurity complex going on, like you think he really is more important, and now he's showing it, and now it's becoming a competition of who's more important. That's not what happened. The guy was just late and didn't give a shit. That's what happened.
He's late every day.
Right. So he probably just doesn't give a shit. He probably just he doesn't try hard enough to be on time. But that's not big timing, and that's not an insult to you.
Let me get this straight. Your apology for him.
I'm not apologizing.
He doesn't give your apology for him.
I'm not apologizing.
Doesn't give a shit about anyone. Todd's like, hey. Wait, Abe,
it's not an apology for him. You're not understanding. You're taking something he did and changing his motivation to something that sounds more convenient and better for you. To where he big timed you.
None of this is convenient.
It is. It's so you can play victim. So you can play victim and have an 80-minute meltdown.
I'm not. Nothing is convenient. None of this is convenient. You know what's convenient? Keeping your fucking promises. That's fucking convenient. Thank you.
This is not, again, you don't understand what big timing is if you're saying this. Someone being rude is not big timing. It's not the same thing.
Oh, fucking Todd.
It's not.
Todd.
I'm sorry. It's not. That's why everyone thought you were being so ridiculous. That's why you had to resign or step back or whatever the hell you did that you won't even clarify. Or, I'm sorry, you clarified in a statement. See,
well,
as a result of this, then suddenly there's all these changes, and you have to leave live at the bike, or they pressure you to leave, or you feel they feel you've melted down one too many times, and you're embarrassing the brand. I don't know what made you have to leave, but what I do know here is that you melted down over something which, at worst, was Doug Polk just being rude and insensitive, but not big timing. I don't believe he was big timing. I think at worst this was rude and insensitive of him, but and at best he just got confused. So I listened to the whole story. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced of the way you're telling me. From your story, I think I believe that he has a chronic lateness problem. I would believe that. Oh, the maniacal laugh, my favorite.
Oh, he has a chronic lateness problem for all of the people who came to see him.
That's what chronic means.
Like
That's what chronic means. It's not just what you smoke. That's what chronic means.
Todd, listen to me. My relationship with Live at the Bike has been tumultuous for a very long time.
I wonder how that is. I wonder how that happened.
It happens because I'm not a brand ambassador. Okay?
Well, that's for sure.
I'm just, yeah, exactly. You can say that. It doesn't make me feel bad because I'm just me. And I do what I'm going to do, you know. And it works. And there's certain good parts that come out of it, like a lot of subscribers and this and that. And there's certain bad parts that may or may not come out of it. We have reached, after enough time, my partners and I had reached the may or may not point, okay? And I'm not angry.
So basically you're saying you were detrimental to the brand and you agree?
No. We're saying we don't know. And
if you don't know, that means you're detrimental. If even you're conceding that you may be detrimental, then you're detrimental.
No. That's not true. You're completely wrong. I don't make a living off of my podcast and my things that I do, okay? I make a living playing cards and getting paid to play cards, okay? That's where, like, 80% of my income, 90% maybe, of my income comes from. I haven't looked that close. But other people in the poker industrial complex make 100% of their income from this, okay? Now, I'm not a jerk or a dick, and I understand this stuff. So, if somebody who makes 100% of their income from the poker industrial complex is coming to somebody who makes 10% of their income from the poker industrial complex, or 20%, whatever, and says, dude, we gotta try stuff. We gotta try things. I'm not against it. Because I'm not like fucking Hitler or something, dude. I'm gonna go play cards tomorrow. I played cards today. I'll be at table fucking 27, Commerce Casino, 5510 plus, Hot Limit Omaha, every fucking day. If you got anyone who knows me knows that I'm fucking the real deal and I'm there to play. I started heads up with anybody on the planet and we fucking play cards. And I just know what I'm doing. So, like, other individuals who make a living doing other things besides playing cards and being part of the casino world, if they think that, like, they want to try, they want to experiment with stuff, I'm more than happy to do that. It doesn't hurt me. It doesn't make any fucking difference to me. Like, the money's the same for me. So, that's just the way it goes, you know? I like everybody at Live at the Bike. I like them.
Why are you playing at Commerce now anyway? Why not play at the Bike? Even if you're not on Live at the Bike anymore, why not play at the Bike where you've been for so long? Why start with Commerce?
Well, here's the thing. Todd, you may not understand this because people don't like you. But when you're well-liked in the poker community, people will come and play with you. Okay?
Wait a minute. You think you're well-liked in the poker community?
That was great. I love that. I don't know. Maybe I'm not, but people come to play poker with me every fucking day. Lots of people.
If you were well-liked, then they would have wanted you still on the show. If you crossing the point to where you're a detriment to the brand rather than a positive, or even close to that, then there's a lot of people who dislike you. A whole lot of people. And that's the problem.
No,
if you want to say that you're bringing in a lot of people who do like you, then there's got to be at least an equal number of people who dislike you there for that to be the case.
No, you're literally 100% wrong. You're 100% wrong. Let me explain to you something, because you don't have any viewers or listeners. So let me explain to you how this works when you have a company that brings in tons of money doing in the poker industrial complex. Andrew knows more about this than you because he works with Bart, and Bart's actually pretty good at this. I'm popular to a point, like, whatever. Maybe I could sign up hundreds of people, maybe even 1,000 people somewhere when I work my ass off, right? Just like Bart. Bart might be able to sign up hundreds of people, maybe 1,000 people if he works his ass off. Dog Puke has 60,000 followers on Twitter, okay? Now, what does that mean? What does it mean that Dog Puke has 60,000 followers on Twitter? Or not Twitter, or YouTube. Because you don't make any money. Here's the thing you got to understand, and Dog Puke talked about this. You don't make any money on Twitch. Andrew, you there?
I'm here.
Andrew, Bart knows this too, correct? You make no money on Twitch, right?
Yeah, I mean, you have to be really in the upper echelons to make money from it. There are people that do, but I don't know. Other than Jason Somerville, I don't really know anyone in the poker industry that makes money from it.
You're right. No, yeah. And even Jason Somerville wants to do like the run it up extra events, tournament events, meetups, blah blah blah. Because merchandising, you don't make any fucking money from Twitch. Twitch is a way to get eyeballs. Okay. So if you see somebody that has 20,000 people watching them on Twitch, you can basically assume that made them like $11.95. Okay, and you're like, I know for you, Todd, because nobody watches you. Like you're like
you keep saying that, but you're the one who you keep saying this, and you expect me to be insulted. I know what my audience is. The funny thing is, you admitted yourself that you couldn't even get 300 people watching Doug Polk, who's going to be like your biggest guest in a long time, and that the only reason you got 1,000 because most of those people were his people. So it sounds like nobody watches you. It's the truth. This sounds like the gay guy that calls everyone else gay because he's ashamed of his own situation. That's what it sounds like to me.
Todd, if you shut up, I'm going to explain something to you.
I've shut up, and you just say ridiculous things. I have to finally respond.
I'm going to explain something to you about the poker industrial complex.
No, the poker industrial complex. Okay.
So even if you have 20,000 people watching you on Twitch, you aren't going to make fucking shit, dude. Nothing. Some tiny amount of money. Now, if you can transfer those same 20,000 people over to YouTube, now you start to make actual money. What I call trooper money. Do you know who Trooper is?
Yes, I know who Trooper is. By the way, I hesitated because I was looking. Someone posted a video of your tirade, of your 80-minute tirade. In fact, I played some of it on the last show. I just skipped around. What was funny is skipping around on the last show. It was so funny. I could just jump to random points, and you're saying this literal same thing over and over. I could jump from like the 17-minute mark to the 35-minute mark, and it sounds like one continuous statement. That's how repetitive you were.
A number one, that's 100% untrue. B number two,
you can go listen to the show. You'll hear it.
B number two, I was taking calls, so I just could only talk about what the callers want to talk about.
Okay, but also to show you how popular you are. In the what did this happen, like a week and a half ago? In all that time, the only video of the full, they supposedly had technical difficulties on the bike, so people can't go in and see this anymore. So the only video on YouTube of this, or the only video anyone could find anywhere of this, has a whopping 756 views right now in the week and a half since that happened. And probably a lot of them came from my show. So that shows you how much people care about you, is that the only video of your rant that you say is so entertaining has 756 views in a week and a half.
Todd, you are so dumb that I shouldn't even explain how this works to you, but I will. Listen, Todd, I can't even imagine how fucking stupid you are. I don't know how to talk to you. Listen to me.
Yes.
I'm trying to explain to you the poker industrial complex.
I don't want to hear about the poker industrial complex. You're not making any sense. You're the drunk guy who thinks you're making sense and you're not. That's what's happening.
No, I am making sense.
No.
Listen, Andrew could help explain this to you. Think about Blart, and I'm going to be sort of nice to him because I don't have confirmation that he called me an alcoholic. But once I have confirmation, I'm not going to be nice to him anymore. I don't know how many subscribers Bart has. It's somewhere between 1,000 and 1,500, I assume. If Bart puts up a video, the video will get a couple hundred views. But it doesn't matter. Because the people who like him love him. Okay? This is what you don't understand.
Of course I understand. That's what this show is. This show has a very loyal listener base, the one you're on right now.
Yeah,
the people who listen are the ones who listen. No, it's not 9 people. I have 1,500 people that listen a week here.
It's your friends and family. And it's not
I have 1,500 friends. Thank you. It's a compliment.
It's not 1,500 people.
It is. I've analyzed it. I have the proof.
It's probably 1,500 clicks.
No.
Okay?
No.
Because your show is so fucking long that to get through a show, you have to click on it at least 20 times because you're so fucking annoyed.
Why would you have to click on it? Why would you have to click? No, people do listen in spurts. They don't listen 6 hours at once, but
Yeah.
a lot of people like having a long show they can listen to when they're doing things.
No.
That they're at
No.
work, they're driving,
No.
they're playing poker. Yes.
No.
Yeah, you can say no. That's
nobody likes that.
That's the reason.
Nobody on the planet.
That's the reason
No
that
one on
people
the
listen.
planet likes
Okay,
that.
you can say
Nobody
that it's
likes
not
that.
true. It's not true.
Can I talk to Andrew because he's
No.
smart? I don't want to talk to you
No.
anymore. Can I talk to Andrew?
You can DM him and talk to him all you want. I mean, he can chime in. I'm not going to say he can't, but not in place of
Andrew,
he can talk when he
do
wants.
not be. Andrew, don't get big time by Todd.
No, he can talk when he wants. I'm not going to tell him he can't talk. I'm just
I'm just being entertained by you two going back and
not in
forth.
place of me. Okay, so we have to get on to other things. I gave you way more time here than you've ever given me on your show. On your show, the second I start to own you, you hang up on me and say, he can call back anytime. Then you don't take my call. That's what you do. But
that's because I'm entertaining and you're not.
No,
Let's just be honest.
you've been a rambling drunk for hours here, and I don't know why I put up with it.
That's not true. Todd,
that's what you've been. I've
here's
had.
what I'm gonna do.
If I didn't try to interrupt and get you back on track, this would really be all over the place. So,
Todd, because you've annoyed me so much, I am not going to tell you how the poker industrial complex works. And
terrible.
Andrew,
I'm not going to find out the secret of the poker industrial complex. What am I going to do?
You should have.
I should have.
Want to know.
It's the secret of life.
You should want to know.
It's the secret of life.
You should want to know. You should.
Lyman was
going
to give us a cancer cure, and we're not going to get it because I was mean to him.
Later on, Andrew will tell you how bad you fucked this up.
Yep.
Because I was going to tell you how it really fucking works from a guy at a company that fucking throws off 6 figures of cash, not a fucking shitbag fucking site that's throwing off $0 of cash, okay? I literally was about to tell you how it fucking works.
I don't care.
You just, annoyed the
care.
shit out of me.
I don't care.
Okay, good. You shouldn't care.
I don't. Okay.
Good.
So, the chat room's very frustrated. They're saying, God damn it, Druff, you blew it for us. So I think they're on your side. I think they believe you were about to reveal the secret, and I blew it for everybody. So I apologize to the audience.
Blow it.
I apologize to the audience. Okay,
I've
got to move on to other things here. As fun as this has been, I've got to end this here. So, what else would you like to say before we terminate this call?
Okay, I only have one thing to say.
Yeah.
You fucking blew it.
Okay. So are people going to hear you anywhere since you've come back to Twitter and you've sent about 800 tweets? Are you going to now start up your own show on Twitch or somewhere else where people can find you? Or is it just going to be all Twitter all the time? Oh, he hung up. Okay. He wanted to hang up on me before I could hang up on him. Okay, Andrew, I guess you can... I guess the floor is yours again.
Huh?
He just hung up. He said I blew it and hung up. Yeah. I thought of that question. I guess we'll find out. But I just kind of got sick of it. He wasn't going anywhere with what he was saying. I think we got all we're going to get out of him here.
You should have used your voice changer, man.
I should have. Actually, the funny thing is, I just realized something with the voice changer. Not just right now, but I realized something before. That it's actually linked to the external sound card that I was using when I was on the road. And without that, it actually will not work. I'll have to get a different voice changer that'll work with this one. It was something that was it was specifically bundled with the external sound card. And if I use the external sound card, then we'll start having the volume issues, I think. So I'm just going to stick. Well, I could try some experiments with it. But yeah, the short answer is I probably should have. But anyway, that was Lyman. For those of you that wanted him on tonight, you got more of him than you'll probably ever want to hear for the rest of your life. You probably got your fill.
You know, Seriously Serious was actually in chat.
Well, he could have called in. I was waiting for maybe him to call or Bart to call or something if they wanted to talk. I don't know if they wanted to get into it with Lyman right on the air or not, but they can call in now if they want, or say something in chat and I'll repeat it. I know
Seriously Serious was in chat and he said something about it was good talking to you all. I can only take 3 minutes of... Wait, well, let me find what he said. Hold on. Oh, he said 3 minutes of listening to Lyman is about my limit. Good talking to you guys again later.
Yeah, well...
And then I said hello to him just after he left.
Oh, well, you got big timed. You got big timed! I gave him a chance to mostly talk. Yes, it was a contentious conversation we had, but I gave him a chance to get at his story. It was kind of going all over the place. This is the problem with having guests on here that are not sober, in that they think they are making sense, but a lot of times they're not. He was kind of going back and forth between kind of making sense and telling the story as he saw it, which is what I wanted, and then just going off with all these weird tangents that were just difficult to follow. And even the joke about the faux hawk and shitting out a Doug Polk androgynous baby went like 5 times. I don't know. I started to lose patience. We spent a lot of time on that call. So, anyway.
The bad news then is I've blown most of my wad on this already.
Yeah, it's the other problem. There's no more Cal Watt. We're going to lose them. You just used up most of your energy listening to Lyman, which is tough.
No, I'm just talking about how late it is.
That's what I mean. Well, it's 3:16 now for you, so it makes sense. No, that's fine. Like, whenever you're too exhausted,
I'll stick around for a little while longer. But.
Okay, so yeah, we're done with the Lyman topic. He's back to Twitter. He obviously can't be silent for very long. He has a need to spew.
So, I believe his story, by the way.
About Twitter? Yeah, I think I believe it, too.
Yeah.
It's a weird story, but I think I believe it. I guess if people saw it say banned, then for sure he was banned. And the whole thing about the pink bar, I mean, it's kind of weird that just out of nowhere would decide to let him click on something for tech support and then get restored. But I could believe it. Twitter
well,
has
they may have like a what would you call it? Like a team that reviews cases like this, and I'm sure that they're inundated. And it wouldn't be too shocking if it took them this long to actually evaluate what was going on and decide that it wasn't worthy of a ban.
Yeah, but according to his story, it was like he got some kind of tech support thing about are you having a problem with your Mac or something like that, and that he went through that, and then shortly after that, it gave him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know exactly what happened, but that's not anything that someone could make up.
No, I didn't think he made it up. I think he probably was banned, and it probably did have some kind of weird restoration, whether it was intentional or unintentional. He's back. So.